I'm the President, Chief Executive Officer for LifeStream, and what we do is we collect blood products in the community, from volunteer donors, in order to meet the needs of the hospital patients in the community. Our mission is we help save lives by connecting donors and patients through the gift of blood, and the only way the hospitals can do their job is if we do our job of collecting blood for their patients. We're the actual fuel that the hospitals need in order for them to be able to do their surgeries, to treat their patients who are on chemotherapy, and to treat babies that are in the hospital. So the reason it's important for donors in the community to support the blood center and donate blood is that 500 times a day a patient is transfused with a blood product, and we need to meet that need every single day. And if we don't do that, then surgeries are potentially canceled. Patients have to wait extra days to get their transfusion. Babies might not get transfused when they need to get transfused. And so it's important every single day to keep the blood bank tank full. Every day we have to give 500 pints to the local hospitals that we serve. And that doesn't even include any sort of emergency. If we have a bus crash, or if we have a shooting, or if we have something emergency happen, that's on top of the 500 a day. And when those emergencies happen, people do come out and donate blood, and they're lining up out our door. But what they need to know is that blood that they're donating that day for that emergency they heard about is not going to be used for 48 hours. So the blood that's being used to treat that critical situation that happened was already on the shelf from blood donors that donated a week before. So we need to make sure everybody is donating every single day to make sure that we can meet the needs of the hospitals. That's why it's so important. It's an everyday need. So here at the Murrieta Center, we offer multiple opportunities for donors to donate products that are going to help the patients in the hospital. You can do it the classic way, which is just a unit of whole blood. We also have automated technology, and the wonderful opportunity with automated technology is that it allows us to take the blood product we want and give everything else back to you. So if you're a group O, we want your red cells. That's really the most critical, that's most compatible with the patient at the hospital, and we can give the rest of the blood products away. If you're group A or group AB, we want your platelets and plasma, because you're the universal donor for plasma and platelets for patients in the hospital. Platelets in particular are products that are used for cancer patients. When a patient is treated with chemotherapy, it hits their marrow and makes them stop producing blood cells. So platelets are really critical for people that are undergoing cancer treatment, and so they need to be supplied by volunteer donor platelets because they can't make their own platelets. By being a blood donor, you are really saving lives in your community. And I'll give you an example. We had a patient who actually fell off a ski lift when they were skiing, and was transported to Loma Linda University Medical Center for treatment. They had broken almost every bone in their body. They had internal bleeding. They used more than 50 blood products. And as a result of those blood products given by LifeStream donors, her life was saved. So all of our donor centers, we try to make those blood donations stay local. So for people that donate at the center, what we want to do is make sure it goes to the local hospitals in this region, but minimally that it stays within the Inland Empire, because we want to make sure that we don't outdate any of our products. Red cells have a 42-day lifespan, platelets have a 5-day lifespan, so these are perishable products. So the first opportunity we have is for it to stay local, and then minimally stay in the Inland Empire. But all of it stays locally within a few miles of where it's collected. Yeah, so when we were looking at our donor base and looking at the potential for donors, the Murrieta-Temecula area encompasses about 250,000 people, 250,000 people, which is really a nice population to justify putting a donor center. And this area, Murrieta-Temecula, was the one area that came up where we should put a donor center because we had so many donors that were traveling to donate, as well as many people in the community who weren't donating yet and now could have the opportunity to do it because they had a donor center close by.